Welcome back to Homesteaders. Hey, I made this French rolling pin with a Celtic knot design in it. Let me show you how I did it. Okay, so this is a utility sled that I've got. It's just kind of a down and dirty little sled here for my table saw. And I use it for different things. I'm able to screw different things in here for different angles that I want to do. So this one I've got it all set up to do 30-degree cuts for that design in the rolling pin. So we'll show you how that works here. I got this set up at 30 degrees here. You can see I'm just using some 2x4s for that, cut at angles. Screwed into the end here, and then one on each one of these from the bottom up. So that holds that in place, and I'll show you what that looks like with the 2-inch blank inside. Okay, so this is a 2x2 blank maple that I made up out of 3/4, glued a bunch together. So it's 2x2. So I put this in here, found the center, and marked 30-degree cuts on here so I can visually line this up to get it roughly set in place, and then put my 2x4s in here. So this slides in here, sandwiched pretty tight, and then jammed up against the back of the sled so it holds it in place. That way, when I make a cut and do my glue up, I'll come back and rotate it again, and then we cut the same place right across the middle here. So I've got to do that with 4 cuts. So here we go. Okay, we'll take it over and get a glue up on it. Okay, I'm going to be using some Purple Heart to make the design in this rolling pin. And so what I did is, it's important, if you want your design to line up, when you do it, you have to make these pieces the same thickness as the kerf on your saw. So I did that. So how I did that is I ran this through the saw, and I've got a little cut here. So I resawed this on the bandsaw a little bit thicker than I needed, and then run it through on my planer until I got a thickness to where this fits snugly into that curve. So that's how I did that. So these now will get glued into here, and this little board is a backer board that we're gonna put on the, I'll do it on this side so you can see it, put on the back, give you a little space here for this wood so you can get this lined up, something to clamp to keep that from slipping when you glue. So when you glue 2 angles like this and you try to clamp it, they'll just inadvertently want to spread like that on you. So this helps with that a lot, and then maybe a long clamp for pressure at the end. So since we're using end grain here, you want quite a bit of glue in here. And I'll get the glue on there and let it set for just a couple of minutes to kind of soak in a little bit, and then see how it looks, and we might have to add some more. So with end grain, you want to use plenty of glue. And this is Type Bond 3. Since this is a rolling pin, it's going to be exposed to liquids, and I think That'll work the best. Plus it gives you a little bit more working time. So I like Type on 3, that's mostly what I use. Okay, so we're looking pretty good there. And I'm going to be working backwards today. This might be a little tough. Just for the camera here. Okay, we're going to try that. Okay. Alright, good enough. We're going to take this over, get it chucked up in the lathe here. Okay, so we found center on both ends. Turn that down to about 850 RPM. See what we got. Using a roughing gouge here. Okay, I'm trying to get a flat surface, 8 inches wide, 4 inches each side of center line here. So that's going to be the flat, and then from there we'll try to taper out. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Okay, I got 20 inches here, and I think that, or 22 inches, and I think that's too long. So what I want to do is go to 20 inches. I think so. I got to cut an inch off each end here, but I've got to adjust my taper here a little bit. So I'll do that, and I'll be back. Okay, so I got that adjusted a little bit, so we'll take an inch off each end here when we're done. So we'll do a little sanding here now. I'm using some 220 grit here, trying to get this nice and flat in that area. Okay, I've gone up to 400 grit. I think that's probably good enough for a rolling pin. I don't know. I heard you don't want to get them too smooth, but I don't know. I think they look nice when they're smooth. So I think what I'll do is get this wet, raise the grain a little bit, and then let it dry. And then come back and give it another sanding. And then we might get it off this guy and cut this down a little bit. You know, turning wood with an apron like this kind of sucks. I got everything that goes down in here and in my pockets and stuff like that. I guess I need to get a wood turner smock. The ones I looked at, they're kind of expensive. But anybody have a good suggestion for a smock that's not real expensive, but a pretty good one? Leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, so we raised the grain by getting this a little wet and letting it dry out. So I'm going to give it one more sanding of 400, and we'll call that good. And then I'll take and put a little finish on this. Okay, I think that's it. So we'll take it off here, cut the ends off this, kind of sand them down a little bit, and we'll put a finish on them. Okay, that's it. We're going to take it in, put a finish on it. So this pattern, take this off here. This pattern right here would be a little wider if I used like a 22.5 degree. I use 30 degree on my table saw to cut these out. So if you use a 22.5 or 22 degrees, you're gonna spread this out a little bit. So just keep that in mind. If you want this to be a little bit wider and take up more of the rolling pin. So let's go put a finish on it. Okay, we've got a coat of oil on there, so now I'm going to put a little wax. And I like to just put it on here by hand. Heat of your hand kind of gets it nice and melty in there. Heat of your hand softens that up a little bit, so I like that. We'll let that set on here for about 15 minutes and then we'll buff it off. Okay, the wax is kind of set up on here, so we'll get it buffed out. So I think that turned out pretty good. Just make sure when you glue it up, everything's nice and straight. You can see right here, I had a little bit of a problem. Right here, it's not lined up. That's because my glue up wasn't perfect. So anytime you do a glue up, you need to make sure everything's nice and straight and nice and tight. Anyways, have fun. It's a fun project, not too difficult. Thanks for watching.